How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Today we're on about versus Joshua, who is a complete randomer that I met online. Looking at the team, they've got an absolutely fire team, a lot of power. Blastoise with the Shell Smash is a threat. Iron Boulder is a big threat. Porygon 2 is going to be hard to crack along with Corviknight, and Latias can be either hard to crack or hit like a truck. It's one of the two. So I'm thinking of leading off with Galvantula, but they probably lead with Grimmsnarl and Taunt me anyway. So I'm thinking of leading off with Registeel. Registeel could be cool. Or the no. Maybe something. I think I'm going to lead it with Galvantula. Get Sticky Webs up if I can. And then just kind of go from there. So let's just see how that works for us. And the battle begins. So Joshua's going to lead off with Grimmsnarl, as expected, as we lead off with Galvantula. So if we assume they're either going to go for a screen or a taunt right now, or a parting shot, we should go for a Volt Switch. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. They do go for a screen, so we could have gone for Sticky Webs there, but I didn't want to risk getting taunted. So we go for a Volt Switch and we get them out of that. I suppose, in hindsight, didn't really matter that much, but I'd rather keep my Galvantula alive. So we get a free switch it anyway now. So let's go into Registeel. Registeel can obviously crack this thing really wide open with a Iron Head. And looking at the team, to be fair, Registeel Iron Defense goes really hard. Really hard against the team. Goes really hard against the team. So I think I'm going to Iron Defense here because they're probably going to reflect. They do reflect. So I may as well Iron Defense, get my defenses sky high real quick. There we go. Iron Defense comes through. Boom. And Registeel, like the last game, is looking like it's going to do some work here. So let's go for an Iron Head first because it's super effective. They go for a parting shot, but our clear body blocks it, which means we can go for an Iron Head. That's crazy. So Iron Head didn't do too much damage, so let's see how much damage a Body Press does. They probably have to hard switch now. So they do withdraw the Grimmsnarl. Are they going to go Corviknight? Or are they going to go something else like Blastoise? Latias comes in, so let's see what Latias can do. It's nice and shiny, gotta love it. We go for a Body Press, Reflect is up, it's doing nothing. Absolutely zero damage to the Latias, but we can do something to the Latias with the Registeel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight for that Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave should definitely cripple this thing. So they go for a Calm Mind. Oh, that is terrifying. Calm Mind Latias, ladies and gentlemen. That's terrifying. He's going to be stored power as well. Probably. Probably. Let's go for that T-Wave, though. There we go. Let's go for that T-Wave. Like so. And then they kind of have to go for another Calm Mind here. They could potentially attack us, but I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm leaning towards Galvantula with the Bug Buzz, but I'm also leaning towards the Iron Boulder for the Mighty Cleave. That could be good. Or Gouging Fire for the Dragon Claw, but Reflect is up. I think I'm going to go Gouging Fire. I think Gouging Fire is the way to go. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Going to go into Gouging Fire. Ifrit over here. There we go. I don't think they Draco or Registeel. I really don't. I think they go for another Calm Mind, if anything. So we're going to boost our attack with Booster Energy. They go for an Aura Sphere, which is going to do a decent chunk of damage to us. And that would have definitely done some decent damage to the Registeel. So, fair enough. My opponent's on point there. We've got a Booster Energy and attack. Let's go for the Dragon Claw real quick. I do not want to waste my Tera this early. I don't think burning Gouging Fire is doing much for us other than this. And maybe taking out the Corviknight. So I'm going to go for that Dragon Claw real quick. Dragon Claw comes through. Easily does half the Latias as they're able to go for an Aura Sphere again. Which is going to do a lot of damage. But it's not enough to get the KO. As after leftovers, I think we still KO with Dragon Claw right now, unless they Terra. So let's go for it. Let's just take it out. They're going to withdraw the Latias, making a good play. And they're going to go into what? Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is the best play they could have gone for already there. Grimmsnarl is the best play they could have gone for there. So Dragon Claw is not going to work because it's a Fairy type. And the Light Screen is going to wear off, which is great. So they might be tempted to go ahead and go for another Light Screen here. So let's go for a Flare Blitz and get some serious damage off. They go for a Parting Shot. It's going to lower our attack, but we do have the Booster Energy and attack already, so we should be at about neutral. And maybe a bit less than neutral attack. It'll still be lower than neutral, I think, yeah. Iron Boulder comes in. And this is where the threat comes in. So, with Iron Boulder on the field, it's going to get a booster energy in its speed, which is unfortunate. We go for a Flare Blitz. That's going to do nothing. We might get the burn, though. We don't get the burn. We don't get the burn. So the Reflect is going to wear off. I'm going to go for a Burning Bulwark right now because I want to burn this thing. There we go. Burning Bulwark comes through. As they hopefully go for the Mighty Cleave or something. No, they go for a Sword Dance. Oh, no. This ain't good. Now, we do have Galvantula in the back. I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw expecting them to... Yeah, I'm going to have to go for a Dragon Claw. Burning Bulwark won't work again. So now they go for an EQ. Obviously, so not a contact move, so Burning Bulwark wouldn't have done anything anyway. Ifrit's going to go down. So Iron Boulder might just tear through our team right now. At least that's what I would say if I didn't have Focus Sash on my Galvantula. So, in comes the Galvantula. There we go. And we're going to go straight for the Bug Buzz. And hopefully we can get the K out. So they are going to Terra. What type are they going to Terra into? To ruin my day. They're going to Terra into a Fighting type. Brilliant. Just what we really needed. Just what we needed. So, unfortunately, Galvantula, even though Mighty Cleave is going to come through, take us right down to our Sash. We are unfortunately going to get a not very effective Bug type move right now. So, Iron Boulder is a threat. That wouldn't have even KO'd, I don't think. Let's go for a Volt Switch. Just in case they decide to Swords Dance. They go for an EQ, though. That's going to take us out. So, Galvantula does go down. What can we do here? What can we do against this thing? It's got a Swords Dance up. So, I can think of a couple of things. So, I'm leaning towards Great Tusk. I am really leaning towards Great Tusk, which is what I'm going to go for. So, there we go. Great Tusk comes in. Hopefully, they go for a Zen Headbutt, get the Rocky Helmet chip as well. Let's go for that EQ. They go for a Close Combat, boosted by Terra. It's going to sting quite a bit. But, we are going to be able to live. It's going to lower their defenses. And give them Rocky Helmet damage. There we go. So EQ should be able to KO this thing now. As it does. Yes, it does. Iron Boulder goes down. Panic averted. Threat out of the way. Why did his head turn around like that? That was crazy. His head just started doing 360s. In comes the Grimmsnarl. Which is, you know, probably one of the better Pokemon for them to go into right now. Big threat Iron Boulder is out of the way. So they're going to set up the screens again. I'm going to go for a Stealth Rocks. There's the screen. May as well go for a Stealth Rocks. May as well. As there we go, Stealth Rock comes through. And what I'm going to do is, this next turn, because we know they're going to go for a, we know what they're going to go for. I'm going to go for an EQ because they're going to go for a Light Screen. There we go, Light Screen comes through. I would knock off, but they've already set up the screen, so it's like there's no point now. So we go for the EQ, get as much damage off on this Grimmsnarl as we can. And now, we predict the Parting Shot, and we go into Registeel, which I think is the best thing for us to do. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and do it. In comes Blacksmith. Boom. Lovely jubbly. Parting Shot doesn't work because of the clear body. So we made the right play. And now we can get off an attack on wherever we want. So I'm leaning towards going for an Iron Defense Onslaught. Leaning towards that. I'm going to go for an Iron Head just to get some damage off on this Grimmsnarl. So they do withdraw the Grimmsnarl. And they're probably going to go into Latias. Yeah, Latias comes in. There we go. And any damage we can get off on this Latias is going to be important. So let's go for an Iron Head. There we go. We actually get a crit on the Latias. Nice. Latias goes down to the Registeel. That's crazy good. So I really want Iron Boulder to do something in this game. I really do. In comes Corviknight. Corviknight is a threat. Nice and shiny as well. Gotta love it. What we can do here is we could paralyze this thing. That's one option. I kind of want to, because we want to burn away these Reflect and Light Screens. So they go for a Body Press, which is going to sting a bit. But we get the Thunder Wave off, which is always nice. Here we go. And what we can do here is, if we really want to, we could go into our Iron Boulder and start setting up Sword Dancers. Because Body Press is not doing much damage to us. That's for sure. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go into the Iron Boulder and I'm going to set up some Sword Dancers. I think Iron Boulder can do it from here. I really do. I really think Iron Boulder can do it from here. I think if we set up enough Sword Dancers, we're going to be fine. And as long as they don't go for a U-turn right now, we'll be even finer. Let's see what they do. Body press. Minimal damage. Let's go for a Swords Dance. Swords Dance comes through. It's going to get our attack up to sky-high levels with the booster energy and speed as well. They are fully paralyzed. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's get another Swords Dance off real quick. There we go. Swords Dance comes through. And I firmly believe that with Tera Rock, we're going to be able to outspeed and KO pretty much everything on the team. So they go for a U-turn, which is going to do a lot of damage to us. There we go. There we go. We're looking real good right now. Really good right now. In comes Paragon 2. So Paragon 2 is bulky. We know this. We know he's bulky. But after Stealth Rocks and the Reflect wearing off just in time, we're going to Tera Rock Mighty Cleave this thing into oblivion. I would go for Close Combat, but I don't want to lower my defenses any more than I need to. Plus, I'm pretty sure Tera Rock Mighty Cleave does more. So, I'm pretty sure anyway. And even if they go for a Protect, they're not protected. So let's Tera Rock Mighty Cleave real quick. Plus, it's a signature move. I need to use it, right? So we go for a Mighty Cleave, boosted by Tera. There we go. Down goes the Paragon 2. Iron Boulder coming through right now. So the only thing that can really stop this from happening to them is for the Grimmsnarl to come in and reflect. They kind of have to reflect. They can't Parting Shot. They need to reflect. Because Reflect is going to help them a lot more than Parting Shot is. Reflect would make it so the Corviknight might live. But I'm going to go for that Mighty Cleave anyway. They do go for a Reflect instead of a Parting Shot, which is good. As they go for a Mighty Cleave. Mighty Cleave should take out the Grimmsnarl even despite Reflect. Down it goes. Down it goes. So it all comes down to whether either Corviknight or Blastoise can live a Mighty Cleave. It all comes down to that. But bear in mind, we are +4 attack with a booster energy and speed. So they're not outspeeding us with anything. We are Tera Rock as well, so this Mighty Cleave is boosted in power. We might be able to get the KO here. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can KO this Corviknight. Iron Boulder is a problem. If we can get this off... Oh, he lived. It lived, and he's got Rocky Helmet as well. But he got fully paralyzed. Oh no, it got fully paralyzed. That's just unfortunate. Let's go for the Mighty Cleave real quick. The battle was cancelled. They fucked. Oh my god, Iron Boulder. Iron Boulder is just ridiculous, right? But anyway, GG Joshua. It's a shame that the Iron Boulder got... That was just a really unfortunate game by my opponent, but it's whatever. It was a funny game. I enjoyed it. Both sides played pretty well. There was a bit of hacks. It is what it is. We forced the opponent to forfeit with Iron Boulder, which is like, you know, great success. You know what I mean? So that's always a thing. If you want to try the team out, use the code at the top right corner of the screen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, of course, leave a like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that being said, I'll see you all in a bit.